Hey everybody, Chaos Giga here. We're gonna get started. First things first, I'm gonna be working on the pokedex for the Pokemon Home on the Switch. Supposedly, when we fulfill like that pokedex, we get a rare Pokemon, like a rare Magerna, that is like in the colors of a Pokeball. So it's like the red and white Magerna, I think, from the movie. I think the movie Magerna was red and white. I can't remember. Let me pull my chat bar back up here. There we go. So like I said, I'm going to try to fix that sometime. It'll probably be after this weekend, so... I tried to do it last weekend too, but it wasn't working properly. So I've got to find... I got to catch 2 Pokemon, and then I've got to level up 5. So I guess we could do the leveling up of 5 of them first. That wouldn't be too hard to do, I don't think. Okay, so let's switch my Glade and my Cinescourge around. That works. Alright, so I need to level all these guys up down here. So I literally need like the middle stage of all 3 starters. Middle stage of Corviknight and Orbeetle. So I'll work on them first. I did not realize those were foreign ones. I wonder how good they are. I'll have to check the IVs on those. Might have to actually use them for breeding too. Hey Tony! Tony Zamboni, that's good. Hello. I get it. I get misspells. I do it a lot too. I got fat finger syndrome. That's what I like to call it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use. I'm gonna be very careful because I've already ran out of small candies, so I'm gonna have to use my medium candies. So let's try using one at a time. I just want to get them to their middle stage. I'm in the middle of breeding, but I've stopped to finish the Pokemon Home Pokedex. Just stick around, you'll see why. I guess I don't. As soon as I'm done finishing this Pokedex up for Pokemon Home, I'm gonna go back to. Yeah, that's because I've done so many dens. Looking like you on Halloween. I haven't been trick-or-treating in like decades. Alright, so now I think one medium candy will do for each one of these. Well, maybe not the Rookie D. I think the Rookie D has to evolve at like level 20 or something like that. I can't remember now. It's like everybody knows Growl. I'm gonna try for a perfect IV sobble set for my breeding today, and maybe get a shiny. That's going to be after I get done with this right here. There's only 2 Pokemon I actually have to catch, and that's Nickit and Sizzlipede. The rest of these I just have to level up. I just keep on moves. I haven't leveled up very many Pokemon on these games yet. I just recently transferred all my Pokemon from the 3DSs to the Pokemon Home, since the DLCs are getting ready to come out, and my Scissor's getting ready to come back into the game, so that's got me all hyped up. It's like every single one of the starters has Growl. Like, I've already finished the Pokedex on my Shield game here. It's just I need to finish the Pokedex for Pokemon Home. Because supposedly you get a rare Magerna for doing so. Like, it's called the Pokeball Magerna or something, because it's red and white instead of the normal colors that we've gotten from the Gen 7 Magerna. If you've defeated or completed the Pokedex on Gen 7 games, you were able to get Magerna with a download code or something like that. Like, you scan a code on the internet and you got the Magerna. So I've got like 4 of them because I have 4 versions of the game. I think one will get him to 16 like the others, but I think he evolves at level 20 or something like that. Pretty sure. I love how they moved it to where you could just go through the move stuff after they're already leveled up. That was annoying, having to stop in between each level up while the moves. Yeah, level 20. Okay, then I just got the to get a Dottler, and then we can go hunt these other 2 down, and then we'll switch over to Pokemon Home and see what happens. Check out your league card. I haven't even done anything with my league card. I'm like not even interested in league cards. The only thing I was ever interested in was when we could actually change the outfits on our trainers and stuff. Make our trainers look unique. Like, I've always been big on the Pokemon breeding aspect of the game, so I always try to make myself look like a Pokemon breeder, but we still don't have like outfits for that, it seems. I can't remember what level that bug will evolve. You're beautiful. Alright, here we go. Blipbug is evolving. I'm so happy we finally got a bug in Psychic type. Oh, this is just one I just randomly grabbed. I thought that was one of them that I bred. Alright, now we gotta go hunt for these other guys. Let's go ahead and save real quick so I don't lose my progress. I might look at your trainer later, just... I don't know where... No, that's the Blipbug. I don't think you can skip trainer battles with teleport. That was like an old move you could do like back in Gen 1, but they fixed that. Like in Gen 2. You can't get out of a trainer battle. You can teleport back to a Pokemon Center. That's about all it's useful for now. I think in Gen 2 they made it to where if you teleported in the middle of a battle, you just automatically lost or whited out. I can't remember now. It's got me curious to go play those games again. Because I have the virtual editions of those on my 3DSs, and I can hook my 3DS up to my computer. There we go. There's a nugget. That's what we want. Forgot all these balls that we got from there we go. Oh, that's a critical capture. That'd be great. Boom. Yeah, exactly. So there's really no uses for teleport anymore, like there used to be. Like ever since Gen 1, it's been like not very useful at all. Alright, so now Sizzlipede on Route 3. I'll save once I get there. And that'll be the last one that I need to catch for the Pokedex on Pokemon Home. And then we'll check this out, see what it does. No, I don't think I ever saw a Sizzlipede out here. I think I had to go to that fire gym in order to catch him. I ran into the... No, it wasn't the roly poly. I've already beaten the game. Check what league card? Check mine? I'm not online. I haven't done anything to my league card. Like, I have no respect for the league card. I don't really care what it looks like. Yeah, you can get Sizzlipede here. It says that in the Pokedex. I just don't know if it pops up like on the overworld like the Roly-Polies, or if you have to run into the... Yo, Santosh! Yeah, I'll have to connect to the internet and check your league card, and like whenever I get done finding the Sizzlipede. Right now all I'm doing is finding Rookies. I think it doesn't matter. I think it'll pop up in the overworld by a rare chance, but it'll also pop into that. But run into the Digimon. Oh, you mean these, the Roly-Polies? And then run away from it so that way something else pops up? Yeah, I can do that. Guess that would make sense. And another one pops up. Why is your Flareon not obeying you? Well, what level are you and how many badges do you have? Because, well, now it also matters like how many badges you have before you can catch certain high-level Pokemon. So if you don't have all the badges or whatever, it decreases the amount of chance that you have to catch a Pokemon now, which I really, really hate about this new generation of games. I never thought that they would do that, but they did. It has me so mad. When I first started a game and I found that out, I was so upset. I think you should be able to catch a Pokemon at the same, or have the same chance to catch a Pokemon no matter what level it is. It's already hard enough to catch legendaries. Good God. Oh look, we found something different. It's a Machop. I got your Gigantamax version. I used a Master Ball to catch it, but I don't care. I am not sorry. I had it bust out too many times. I was getting tired of trying to find somebody that would share the battles with me. Well, I wouldn't recommend glitching the game at all. That's just dumb. I'd say you probably wouldn't be able to catch him. Yeah, it's one of the most annoying things is the cutscenes. They could have added some way to skip them all. Like they have in previous versions of games on 3DS and stuff. I think all we're going to get over here is really coolies. Is there another grass thing over here? Yeah, there is. No, I Master Balled a Gigantamax Machamp. Yes, I did. It was like the only way to catch the stupid thing. Because if you've ever done a Gigantamax battle, those things are just so ridiculous whenever they break out of the Pokeball. Especially when you haven't caught them yet. Quick balls don't work. Gigantamax battles, guys. We're talking about Gigantamax battles. If you join somebody else's Gigantamax battle, you have a 10% chance to catch a Pokemon. That's even using repeat balls. You guys don't understand. I was joining somebody else's battle that they started, so that means I have a very, very little chance to catch them. Dust balls, repeat balls, doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter. I have multiples of Master Balls anyway, so who cares? It's not like I'm going to use it on anything else. You think it's a waste? You guys are preaching to the choir here. Clink. 15 tries on a Grimmsnarl? Jesus, dude, I caught my first one. And that was the first G-Max that I ever found, like legitimately found, without doing the Austin John thing. That's what I like to call it. Shiny dens are common? Not enough for me. I've never found one, even using the methods that those people's videos show on YouTube. I'll just do it legit anyway, because I'm pretty sure that Pokemon's going to come out with some repercussions for those that are cheating and using that manipulation system. And the seed thing, whatever that thing is, the seed checker. What level is your Flareon? I guess that's what you're having problems with. It also depends on how many badges you have. Your first badge only covers up to level 20, so I mean... if you don't have your first badge and your Pokemon's already past level 10, he will stop listening to you. Yeah, G-Max Butterfree was one of the first ones I wanted to get, but I had to wait till they started that event where he was like super high chance of catching or finding out there. I think I'm just going to run back and forth from the cave. Let's check this out real quick. Sizzlipede. You remember getting a level 16 starter in first badge in Fire Red? Yeah. I remember those days too. They changed a lot of things in these new versions of the game though. Some of them for the worse though. I really hate the fact that now it matters matters how many badges we have for our percentage of catch rate on Pokemon. I think that's dumb. The Dens thing is a complete waste of time too. I think we should all have the same percentage of chance to catch something in a den. Let's take a look at this. Route 3. Walking in grass or a cave. It's a 1% chance to find it. I wouldn't say it was impossible to do without a Metal Claw Charmeleon. I was able to beat him all the time with Charmeleon. All you had to do was just find a grass type or a... if you went off into the side route in Viridian, you could catch a Bellsprout, or there was another grass type I think you could catch out there, especially in Fire Red. There was multiple different types of grass types out there, and you could use them to help you in that battle. Or a Machop. I think it was Machop or Mankey. Mankey, yeah. Mankey you could find over there in that side route. Just don't go too far because then you'd have to fight Gary at level 20 or something like that. Alright, so he's out here somewhere in the grass, but it's like a 1% chance to find him. I might just have to breed my Sizzlipede. His 1%'s awfully low. No, Bellsprout's part of the original Gen 1. How old are you guys? I've been with Pokemon since I was age 8. Age 8? When I was 8 years old, the first gen of Pokemon came out. Bellsprout through Victreebel were part of the first gen. I didn't even like Scyther until they came out with Scizor in Gen 2, his evolution. Gen 2 is what solidified Pokemon for me. Yeah, Bellsprout is part of the first 151. Trust me. Don't believe me? Go look it up on PokemonDatabase.com. They have all the Pokedexes split up into the proper amount. I mean, I know there's a lot of Pokemon. The only ones I get mixed up are like Gen 4 and Gen 5. That's because that was the time where it kind of died out for me a little bit. Because Gen 4... I think it was Gen 5 that I stopped playing so much because I think it was Black and White. They didn't really have that great of a storyline, I didn't think. And then there was only so many Pokemon that I actually liked in those series, but I mean, I still played them. I just I didn't do too much of like breeding or anything then. Then Gen 6 with X and Y, Greninja. Let's just keep running into these guys and get them out of here, because it says it can be walking in the grass. It's always Roly-Coly. I don't want Roly-Coly. Beat. Is that how it's pronounced? And how they pronounce it in England, I guess. I feel like this is a different route. Ah, you're Irish. I think this is based off of Ireland, isn't it? It's not based off of Great Britain like everybody was saying. I think maybe it's based off of both areas, to be honest. I feel like it is. Pretty sure the next gen is going to be based off of Spain. Oh my goodness. Why you gotta be so rare? Yeah, there is a difference in there between Scottish and Irish. I don't think I'm gonna find it with the pop-up thing. Yeah, just out of curiosity, I think I'm just gonna run over to the gym and see if it's actually in there too, still. I think I can get into the fire gym still. Actually, no, I think I can't. Let's double check and make sure all the areas. That's the only spot. Pretty sure that's the only spot you can find a Sizzlipede besides the fire gym. Everything but fishing. How many Gigantamax Alchemys do you got? I got a frap ton of them. All different looking, I guess is what I should say. How's that gonna help? The funny thing is, I've already caught a Sizzlipede, I just evolved it, and then, because I used it in my party. But now I need it for the Pokedex for Pokemon Home. I could just easily just breed the ones I have, I know that, but I just need one for the Pokedex. That's all I do. Need it for. I mean, I'll try it, but it ain't gonna work, I don't think. It's just gonna be the same rarity. It's 1% chance to pop up out in the wild. Well, roly-polies are fire types. That ain't gonna help me too much, is it? That's the one with flame body on it. Do I have something with flash fire on it? Yes. I don't think I've ever used that trick. The flash fire thing. It says it appears in the grass on database. You might want to double check that. I've been trying both, so it doesn't matter. Well, there it is. I've seen it on the overworld too, so... Database doesn't lie, GPS boy, I'm sorry, but it appears in both. It appears in both the random and in the grass. So, it'll appear in the overworld too. Are you kidding me? That's 2 critical captures in a row. Like, I really need that. Alright, either way, I got it. I don't care. Just don't evolve. Yes, I know what random encounters are too, by the way. Then go complain to database, Pokemon database. Tell them that they're lying to me. They've been around a lot longer than you, I'm sure. Look, I'm not going to argue with you. It says what it says on there. It says it appears in the grass and it appears in the explanation encounter, or the random encounters, whatever. It appears in both. Oh, don't use Bulbapedia, dude. Really, do not use Bulbapedia. Please, trust me. It is full of, like, crap. I learned that the hard way. It's like the best place to go to get, like, viruses and crap. If you want to believe anything, go to Cerebi.net or Pokemon Database. Trust me, those are like the safest places you could go for information on Pokemon. Okay, I need you. Let's move back to up here. Yes. Get everything ready for the breeding again. that's the wrong button. At least now I have the completed Pokedex and Pokemon Home now, too. I have every single Pokemon except the ones I just caught registered in Home. I even have all my shinies on here and everything. Like everything for my 3DS games is on Home now. So I have like over 100 boxes full of Pokemon right now. Probably more than that. Alright, so Nickit goes right there. You should go right there. Okay. Stop using that. Alright, and that's everything. Alright, now I'm not sure if there's anything else they had to do. Should be in exact order. Might have to connect with my phone and I don't know, I'll have to look that up, I guess. I don't know if there's a different thing you have to do in order to get that, but let's just Google it. Oh, you have to start from box 1 on over. So I have to empty my first box and then shift all my Pokemon over to get it. Wow. I've had them for a while, it's just I didn't have it completed in here. The thing is, I gotta move every single one of these boxes over by one because I have to start at box 1 in order to get the Pokeball Magerna. That's according to PokemonHome.com, so... Let's go back here. Is it this button? Yes, this button. So that kind of sucks. This might take a little while, I'm sorry guys. But I'll get back to my breeding once I'm done with this, because I just wanted to see if this was legit. The thing is, you can't even trade the Magerna over to play with it until after it's released in one of the DLCs as one of the playable Pokemon, so... But it'd be kind of neat to have it because it's a unique type of Magerna, being the Pokeball colors instead of the normal colors of metal and pink. Hello, Tommy. Should have realized I was going to have to start from the first box on over. I think like every single giveaway that they've done on any of the Pokemon Bank apps has been that way. Yeah, I do have some shinies in here too, by the way. Like this guy. Some random shinies are in here. But most of my shinies I have in a shiny box. After all the Pokedex. So I try to keep the Pokedex in order, like the actual order it's supposed to be. And I keep it up. Every single new generation we get, I keep it updated. That way it's a little bit easier to keep up with the Pokedexes in all the games. So you know what I mean? If I need to complete a Pokedex to get the shiny charm, so I can shiny hunt and stuff like that, I can do that really easily just because I have the Pokedex already available right here. Just have to go and grab the Pokemon I'm missing and fill up the dex and finish it. Makes it super easy to keep up with every single game they release. Only real problem I'm having right now is all these moves that aren't in the game that these Pokemon have. That's what all those explanation points are on them for. Okay. Okay. Players will have to shift all their Pokemon over one box to the left and place them down. Then check the app to see if the gift has appeared. If not, over. So, which app? Am I checking this app in here? It's actually really fun to play with the Pokemon Home app too. If you guys haven't downloaded that, it's free, and it allows you to connect to your Pokemon Home account. And you can just do the GTS and like 30 trades at a time. Whoa, that's really loud. It's super loud. I have to find the settings sometimes. I can turn the sound down on my phone. Nothing. Just close out of it and then I'll reopen it and see what it does. Maybe it's in the box somewhere. It has not appeared that I can tell. There must be something else you have to do besides that, because I'm not seeing it. Thanks, Nalindra. Here, players will have to shift all their Pokemon over one box to the left and place them down. Then check the app to see if the gift has appeared. If not, move over all the Pokemon back one box over to the right and place them down. Check the app and that Magerna should be there to collect. Huh. So it says to check the app on my phone. I don't know. Might just have to go back to it later. Let's go back to this last box here. Oh, Crystal? Yeah, that's one of my favorites of Gen 2, actually, believe it or not. And I didn't get to play it until it came out on Virtual Console, because back then I couldn't afford to buy it when it first came out. So I was fortunate enough that my parents bought me the silver version, my brother the gold version, because he was into Pokemon huge back then with me. And we played through both versions together. But Crystal I couldn't get because it was just a really bad time for my family, money-wise. So it is what it is. At least I got one of the Gen 2s. I mean, yeah, but Crystal was definitely one of the best for that generation. And then Gen 3 came out. Gen 4, Gen 5. Now we're up to Gen 8. Yeah, so good luck with that. I recently did a playthrough, Let's Play on Crystal version on my channel, and did all the way up to no experience. I don't even think I used the experience share. I never used the experience share on Crystal. I just did a Let's Play up to the Celebi event. So if you don't know how to do the Celebi event on if you've got the Virtual Console Edition for 3DS, you can get Celebi. They've unlocked that to America, Europe, and everywhere else besides Japan, because it was originally only available for Japan to do. But basically, I have a video on there that shows you how to get the Celebi event and activate it after you've beaten the first part of the game. You don't even have to beat the second part of the game to activate it, so it's pretty cool. So if you're interested in that, you can check out that. It's on my channel, my YouTube channel. Yeah, you'll just have to check it out. It's been a while since I did it, but that's how I shiny hunted for Celebi on the, oh, actually, I can show you the shiny Celebi I got, because I traded it on here. Somewhere. Yeah, I got a lot of shinies in here, too. Just give me a minute. I'll find it. There's all my shiny legendaries from Gen 7. Yes, that is the shiny Mew, and yes, I got it from Pokemon. What was the new silver version for DS? I can't remember what the name of it was. Soul Silver? Yeah, Soul Silver. It's in here somewhere. I'll have to move my camera so I can see. Thanks for the sub, Schwartz. Okay, I know he's in here somewhere. I know I traded it over here. I love how they make it to where you can tell they're legit now too, from those old Gen games with the little Game Boy down at the bottom. It's pretty sweet. Okay, where are you? Aura. This might be where it's at. There he is, BB. Right? No, that's not the shiny one. Let me just move my camera and stuff down a little bit. It's not there either. Just gonna move my camera out of the way so I can actually see. I know I transferred him over here. There he is. He's right next to the shiny Lugia that I shiny hunted on those older versions too. Because he's got multi-scale, because he came off, if you traded Pokemon off of Gen 2, it'll always have the hidden ability. Because they didn't have the abilities on those games, if that makes sense. So, that's pretty neat, right? But yeah, there's the legit shiny Celebi, which I caught off of my Crystal version the first time I played through. I actually played through Crystal on my one that I could record on here, because I can hook it up straight to my PC and then play the games on an overscreen and like play with other people or whatever. And then the other one I just got off of my other 3DS, because I have two 3DSs. I have one you can hook up to the PC, and the other one is just one I can play on my own. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. And then all these are from Gen 7, from those, whatever you want to call them, the wormholes. I got both my shiny scissors, both my blades in here, Jaeger, and see, Jaeger is not going to be used because of the pursuit, I guess. One of them in here is the catcher. One of them in here is my false swiper. There's my level 1. For right now, I need to level him up. And like I just got done breeding another shiny, another shiny Scyther. Is this him? Yeah, there's my false swiper. Yeah, lots of history right here. This is like every single Pokemon I have ever captured that I've actually wanted to keep. Didn't release or didn't trade. These two shinies down here are ones that somebody else used a code on, I'm sure. And I just got invited to them, so... Hello, I don't even know anymore. But yeah. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have a friend who worked for GameStop, so I got a lot of those cards for the Mars Shadow and the Zerora event. I was only unfortunately able to get one shiny Solgaleo and Lunala from that event because I had two 3DS games and I was able to take them with me, or use the app. You had to use your app on the cell phone to get the code or whatever and then use it. So I had my mom get one code and I got another code, and then, yeah. Alright, so that's going to be it for here. I think we'll go back to the game and start breeding again, because I really need to get to work on that Sobble. Yeah, I really don't like the events where I have to go and get the AR codes or whatever. I'd rather just get the cards if I have to actually go someplace. And I don't want to feel guilt-tripped that I have to buy something to get the card either. So I like having my friend there. Well, I don't even know if he's still working there right now because of the COVID stuff that's been going on. A lot of them got laid off. So there's that. I'm trying to think of where I could put this camera at, where it's going to be in a good spot, because I get tired of it being in the way. It's right here. It's going to be in the way of my party. But oh well. Oh well. Yeah, that's the team I originally used to beat the game, in case y'all were curious at what I used to beat the game. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I'm trying to get the chat up in the video, but I'm still working with YouTube support on that. I don't know what's going on with that widget, but it won't work. It worked when I first, back on my old YouTube channel, which basically this is the same channel, it's just I deleted everything on it and started over from scratch after the Kappa thing. Maybe they'll get rid of that cutscene too in the future. Alright, so we're basically trying for a perfect IV'd, like 5 to 6 IV'd Sobbles, both sexes, with the hidden ability. Right now I'm breeding 2 of them that have the hidden ability. And the female has 4 perfect IVs. I think the male has 5. I can't remember now. And then hopefully, while breeding these, we'll get lucky and get a shiny. If not, it's no big deal. I'll have to try to trade some more on the GTS and try to get some more foreign of the starters, or foreign versions of the starters. I have not been fortunate enough to get a foreign Sobble yet. I've gotten a foreign version of the other two types, and they don't even have that good of IVs. I don't know why. I guess people just don't, or they're still trying to get the perfect IV set for both sides, both sexes, which kind of makes sense. I would do the same thing, so I mean, you can't really blame them. Does anybody know what the shiny even looks like? I don't even know what it looks like. It's like purple or something. Oh. Still gonna have a chance to get that other ability. I really hope I don't get that one. I only got a 12.5% chance of getting a female, so kind of wish it was 50%, but I guess they're going by actual newt, actual wildlife standards for a newt. Well, did you start out with your trainer as a male or a female? Because, I mean, if you started out as a female, most likely it's going to be female, but rarely do I ever get a female starter when I start out as a male. I'm just saying, that's usually my luck. If I start out with a male trainer, then it gives me a male starter. That's pretty good luck. My starter was a male. I put him in the Pokemon Home storage. Kind of wish that your starters would have better IVs to start out. Like, they'd start out with like best IVs. Because somebody obviously bred those for new trainers to take off with, so... I don't know, that's just my opinion on that whole thing. Guess I better check those then. Because I am looking for 6 IVs basically right now. Still only 4. There's a 4IV female, but I think it had the, no, it has a sniper, but I've got a 4-1 in there. I think both of them have 4. Hopefully in the future they'll come out with a way for us to make sure or guarantee the ability, like the hidden ability. Can I do a giveaway on Pokemon Home? Like, what do you mean? I usually just do GTS trades or trades on there. I usually use my phone to do it because you can do like 30 trades at once with the phone app, the Pokemon Home app on your phone. I don't even understand what that means. Zegzerg, Eggerg. If you're talking about legendaries, I'm probably not going to do any giveaways for legendaries. I mean, everybody will have the same opportunity to get legendaries with the DLC, just like they were able to get the same opportunity at legendaries on Gen 7s with the wormholes. You'll be able to shiny hunt them and everything. The only ones you probably won't have a very good shot at are the mythicals, and you'll just have to catch those in the events that they'll come out with. Like they did during the 20th anniversary of Pokemon and the 25th anniversary. You just gotta watch out for those dates and when they're doing giveaways for the mythicals. They've been giving them away like candy, like every single year. So I mean, this year is going to be probably the worst years for it because they won't be able to do events right now since of the COVID thing. We can't have that many people in a setting. There's a 5 IV. I think the one I've got in there's already a 5 IV, but we'll keep that one out just in case, and then we'll just go check and see. Pull them both out just to check. Yeah, he's got 5. And she's only got 4, so... Okay, so here's what I probably should do. So what I need to do is switch this onto this one. Okay. Put the Everstone on the female and put that on the male. deposit. That guy. And he's only got torrent anyway. Would have been able to use him. They both have sniper, so that's good. Just need a 5 IV, 6 IV for either side. Get the female up there, that'd be great. I could always hyper train 1 IV. If there's 1 IV that's not perfect, that's fine. Hyper training is the thing, so I mean, no big deal. There we go, we get more eggs now. Is that music in the background too loud for you guys? Because I think I forgot to ask that yesterday too. So I had to completely redo my sound settings since I'm using my Elgato again. So it's probably just super loud for me in my headphones right now. I don't know why. I did adjust the settings on my headphones. Now once I get perfect IVs on both sides, and if I can probably get just a bunch of hatched eggs, I'm probably just going to try to trade for some foreign versions of the sobble, to be honest. So I can try to shiny hunt it. Yeah, now we're getting like guaranteed 5 IVs. That's what my problem was with the female was wearing the Destiny's knot, or holding the Destiny's knot when it should have been the male, since he has the 5. It's been about a year and a half since I've been breeding like competitively and all that stuff, so trying to get back into it. For some of my new favorite Pokemon and some old favorites that I still haven't like done any shiny hatching of. I know I really want to get one of those shiny Bliplugs. Evolve into the purple Orbeetle. I don't even care about the spaceship one, like the Gigantamax Pokemon being shiny. Because I can only see that being like in this game right here, so it's going to be kind of like Z crystals. If you leave that location or that area, you're no longer going to be able to use those. So just get a 5 IV female. The 12.5% chance of it being female, I think I didn't want to do that. I think it's going to be a while before I get another one, because I think it took like 50 hatches before I even got the first female. And even more than that for the second one that's in there in the breeder, and then the third one that was at the end of the night last night. Anybody else shiny breeding, or at least trying to get perfect IVs so they can shiny breed? That's probably all I'm going to be doing until the 17th. Then I'll be playing the DLC. It's going to be interesting to see how we go after the legendaries in these games. I have a feeling it's going to be a group effort thing, and it's going to be in a... Then I hope it's not. I hope we can still shiny hunt them just a lot easier. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Cutscene's killing me. Why would you need to save your Master Ball for the DLC? All we're getting is new areas and some new Galarian forms. And once you get a Pokemon that's level 100 and you have all the badges, you're pretty much back to normal for catch rate. So I mean, and just don't forget to save in front of a legendary, and you should be fine. I've never really depended on Master Ball for anything except for this game. When I needed one of the Gigantamax forms that I couldn't catch on this version, and I didn't feel like having to go to my Sword version and beat it real quick while I'm in the middle of... I'm already at the end game on this one, so I was just like, yeah, screw it, I'll use the Master Ball and the Gigantamax Machamp. It's not like I'm going to use the Master Ball all the time for something. I mean, you only got one anyway. I mean, there are people out there that use the glitch to where you can get multiples, but I don't see why. I mean, repeat balls and dusk balls are like the bread and butter of the game, including net balls for people like me who love to catch bug Pokemon. And I mean, if worse comes to worse, if you fail to catch the Gigantamax Pokemon and you're the one who activated the den, and it's your den, as long as you saved in front of it, if it breaks out, you can just redo the battle. It's no big deal. So really, to me, the Master Ball is just... It was a thing for like Gen 1. Gen 1 and Gen 2, because they were both like the hardest games to catch legendaries on. They really were. But ever since then, I've never depended on a Master Ball. I don't think... On my other games, like Gen 3 on up to Gen 7, I never even used the Master Ball. Never. On any Pokemon. As crazy as that seems, but yeah, that's... Of course, I've always used my scissor to like use the false swiping method, except for on the ghost types. Those were pretty difficult, but there's ways to hit them if you know how. With a false swipe. And then you just paralyze them with like a Raichu or something. Or you can use a Gallade with false swipe and Thunder Wave, because he can learn both those moves, which is my other false swiper. And then just use a bunch of like specialty balls. That's about the best I can tell you. But it works. Most of the first gen and second gen Pokemon that I caught, yeah, I used the Master Ball. Like, I saved the Master Ball for when I was shiny hunting the Celebi on the Crystal version, but I didn't use it because I used my false swipe scissor, and then I used I think I used a can't remember what I used. I used one of the unique balls because on the Gen 2 games they have the Apricot Master, and I think they're bringing that back on this game. I think they're going to bring that back in one of the DLCs, which is pretty neat. I always like doing that, just leaving the apricots with Kurt, and then he'd make you these specialty balls, and then you just use them. I kind of miss that. But yeah, I mean, I get people like to still use the Master Ball or have it on hand, because you never know. You find that one shiny Pokemon you've been hunting forever, or if it's one of those super rare ones with the square shiny, which is the ultra shiny or something like that, I guess. I guess that's what they're calling it, or coined it now. I mean, if you came across one of those, I guess it would be a good idea to have that Master Ball just in case everything else just doesn't work your way. But we really don't have any Pokemon that just automatically flee anymore now either, so that was another reason to have it in Gen 2. The legendary dogs, oh my god. It didn't have that mean look move to prevent them from running away, or the ability, I guess, on your Pokemon in the newer versions of Gen 2 games to prevent them from running away. It was such a pain. And then X and Y with the legendary birds. The original legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. You run into them, find them, and then they just run away. And it's just like, okay. It'd get annoying, so you'd want to have a ball that you could use to catch them immediately, which Quick Ball is kind of an answer to that too. But yeah, I mean, the Master Ball is still a good idea, I guess, to keep on hand. But I mean, if you're desperate enough, like I was desperate enough to try to catch, I wanted to catch at least one of all the Gigantamax forms, because I like to have one of every single different form of Pokemon, just in case, because you never know if they might make it to where you need that one for something. And it was my brother's den that he had it in, but I just got tired of it breaking out. I don't have all the time in the world to sit in place and keep doing a raid more than 20 times over. So we did it 20 times, and it kept breaking out for me. He could catch it, of course, because he started the den. He has a 90% chance to catch it, whereas I only have 10. Everybody else that's joined only has 10% chance. So. And yeah, you can increase that chance by a little bit with the different types of balls, but it wasn't working. So the repeat ball wasn't working, the dust ball wasn't working. So I just said screw it. And I used the Master Ball. It's like, I'm not going to use it for anything else. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, if you run out of things to do in Pokemon, the one thing you can do is shiny hunt, like with hatching eggs or just doing the on-the-map shiny hunting. You just run into the Pokemon and then defeat it, and then just keep looking for the one you want to pop up. It's fun and it passes the time. I mean, I only have maybe 4 to 5 hours a day that I could put into this, but I mean, it literally takes maybe 5 to 8 hours to find a shiny sometimes. And if you use the Matsuda method on hatching eggs, you can decrease that time like tenfold. But I don't really use the Matsuda method that much. I've used it before, but I don't use it that much anymore. Yeah, so exactly. You've completed the game, you have nothing else to do. That's basically where I am right now. So I just got these hidden ability starters, and now I want to try to get a perfect IV of each one. At least 6 IVs of each one that I can raise. And try to hatch them as a shiny in the future. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but the DLC will give us plenty to do, I'm sure. I'm just hoping that Scyther and Scissor are back in the game on the first DLC and not the second one. It looked like the first one. I'm hoping, because I miss my Scissor. He's not just my mascot, he's just my favorite Pokemon in like all time. Charizard was my favorite before he even came out. Dugong, really? Yeah, you know, I think that's one of the most underrated Pokemon too. One of them. That was actually one of my favorite water and ice types to use back in Gen 1 and Gen 2. If I couldn't find a Jinx, which was Psychic and Ice, I would catch a Dugong and use it. I never liked using legendaries on my team. I still don't. I think it was one of the first ones to actually learn Aurora Beam or something like that. I think it was one of the unique types to learn that move back in Gen 1 too, if I remember right. Kind of surprised it's one of them that didn't get like a Mega Evolution. I don't even know if Dugong is in Crystal. It might be in Silver or Gold only. It might be one you have to trade for. I can look that up real quick. Dugong Crystal. I'll look up the Pokedex and see where it can be captured at. Just says evolve Seal. That helps a lot. Let's go to Seal then. You can catch them in the Whirl Islands. Catch Seal in the Whirl Islands. Let's see which version it says it is on. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, yeah, good for that. I'm looking for older versions. Oh, it's only on Gold and Silver during the all 3 times a day. Okay, there it is. It's on Crystal. It's very common in the Whirl Islands. Just can't catch it at night. So, on Crystal. You can catch it during all 3 times a day on Gold and Silver, but not Crystal. Crystal, it's during the day and afternoon. So not at night. You can also find it in the caves at the Whirl Islands too, apparently, while walking. It's going to be between levels 23 and 26. Yeah, I love Pokemon Database. It's like one of the best places to go for information, I feel like. I used to use Bulbapedia, but there is so much false information and so many ads on there. I just can't... I can't handle all the ads it throws at you. Even Cerebee's getting bad about that now. At least Pokemon Database doesn't throw up ads at me or anything, but it's actually officially supported by Pokemon Company. Might just start hatching all of these guys and then... Need a female with 5 IBs. If I hatch my 300, I'm going to have to switch over to home and switch them over there so I can trade them on my phone later on. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some foreign Pokemon with some pretty good IBs. Where do you go after you beat the first gym? Let me look at the map here in just a second. Okay, that first gym, that was up here, right? That's this one. So you've got to go towards Route 5. So after you beat this gym, you should find a path. It's kind of a maze type thing to go this way towards Route 5, cross the bridge, and then you'll reach the next gym, which is over here. There'll be some other side stuff you have to do here too. And then once you beat this gym, you go through this mountain and make it back to here for Motostoke Gym, and then he'll see you off at the train station or whatever. No, the wild area. He'll see you off to the wild area, and then you'll just want to run through this wild area. Do not run into any of the Pokemon. It'll be bad if you do. They're a lot higher level than you are. Just be warned about that before you make your way up here. But yeah. If you didn't go up here to the Geoglyph, there's like a Stonehenge thing up here. If you didn't go up there for an event with the girl, do that first and then go to Route 5. I almost forgot about that. You should see the Corgi though. Corgi usually comes and gets you for those events. Man, already? Seriously? Didn't take very long at all to get another egg. Figure out where to go? Oh yeah, he is purple. It's purple and white. That's kind of neat, especially in his last form. Okay, I was just curious if you figured out where to go. Hey, Muhammad. So I was kind of right about him being purple when he's shiny. I wouldn't actually be too upset if I got the shiny before I even got perfect IVs. Basically looking for a 6 IV male and 5 or 6 IV female, which so far 12.5% is just too low for a female. They should have made it 50, but I'm guessing that they went with the true way that a nude does. How long have I been playing this? Like Pokemon? I've been playing since I was 8 years old. No, I've only been streaming for about an hour and 40 minutes today. I started off trying to figure out how to get the special Magerna for completing the Pokemon Home pokedex, but Pokerus, that's a very rare virus that Pokemon can catch. If you get one with it on it, put them in storage immediately, so that way they don't lose it, and it'll transfer to all your other Pokemon. It basically guarantees their stats when you level them up and stuff will raise like much faster and much higher. Something you definitely want to keep. I have actually only had it once, and unfortunately, at that time when before anybody knew what it was, or even I think it was even before YouTube was a thing. Sweet. Keep a hold of it. Yeah, if you put it in your storage, it'll spread to other Pokemon and helps them increase their stats a lot faster and a lot higher than normal. So it's really good to have, actually. Ooh. I have to send it to a box. Let's just hatch some eggs now. Yeah, like I was saying, I've only gotten Pokerus once on one Pokemon, and back then didn't know much about it, and I messed up and left it in my party, and the Pokerus disappears after like so many days. So, long story short, don't do what I did. Put it in storage, even if it's one of your favorite Pokemon. It helps with your EVs and IVs so much. Just helps with EV training, let's put it that way. It really helps with EV training. Humongous amount. And if there's Pokemon you want it to spread to, put them in the same box with it. Gives them a better chance to get it. So, if you need to know more about it, I'd just Google it if I were you, if you have the ability to Google it. My favorite Pokemon is Scizor, dude. Like, ever since Gen 2, Scizor has been like my favorite Pokemon ever. Before him, it was Charizard, or Charmander. Charmander's whole line was my favorite. And then, oh, it was a toss-up when X and Y came out, man, because they had Mega Scizor and they had Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself during X and Y. Oh man, and then Gallade, another one of my favorites. Mega Gallade. It was X and Y was just like the craziest time for me. When those came out, my love of Pokemon just shot through the roof again. And that was the only series I really got into was X and Y, because they actually made Ash like smart. Like, he knew what he was doing. And then Sun and Moon, they dumbed him back down again, so that was kind of sad, but... Oh. X and Y. Really good times. Here we go, got the egg back. So yeah, Scissor hands down. He's definitely my mascot. If you don't believe me, you should check out the my logo at the bottom. Whenever you watch my YouTube videos, you'll see it's a logo with my name in it. My name's in blue, Chaos Gig is in blue. If you look at the logo underneath the name, it's actually the shape of Mega Scissor's head. That tells you how much he is my favorite Pokemon. So you'll see the shape of his head in a lot of the projects that I do. I'm gonna lose my crap if I actually get a shiny out of hatching eggs, like, because I haven't found a shiny in these new versions yet. Besides the ones who use the seed hunting method to find their shinies. And then ask me to join them in their battle. So I got a shiny Galarian Weezing and a shiny Marini. That's one of the reasons GTS was a cool thing after everybody figured out what Pokerus was. Because once they figured out what Pokerus was, they started trading random Pokemon through GTS that had it, or putting them on the global trade system and asking for outrageous trades. That was crazy. I'm glad they kind of fixed that. I think they did. I haven't used it since the new system on Home has come out. That's 3. Now I plan on the 17th of this month, when the DLC does come out, I do plan on live streaming that. I'll put a post up about it too. I will have no idea what to expect. I've already caught the Galarian Slowpoke on here. I haven't done it on my Sword version yet. I actually need to do some more Din to my Sword version. I need to level up some Pokemon to level 100 on my Sword version. I've like been totally on Pokemon Shield this whole time. Still all male. Good lord. Yeah, I've got both my shiny scissors are ready to be traded over. They're on Home, and I've got my normal catching scissors. They're on there and ready to come over here, so the DLC comes out. First thing I'm going to check is Pokemon Home and see if I can transfer them over. Hoping he's in the first DLC pack and not the second one only, because the second one doesn't come out until August, I think, or later, maybe September. So yeah, definitely wanting my Scissor back. I have been lost without him. I've already finished both games. I've got all 890 Pokemon. That's why we're just breeding right now, because there's nothing else to really do. I've already beat both games. And I live streamed both of them on Twitch when I was live streaming on Twitch. I'm no longer live streaming on Twitch. I'm only doing YouTube now. Twitch doesn't want to help me grow. So yeah, I've finished every single game of Pokemon. I still own all the original versions. So like Gen 1, Gen 2, I still have the Game Boy Color. They're all up in here somewhere. It's buried in there somewhere. Yeah, I got a drawer that's full of like all my Pokemon stuff, all my Pokemon games. Every single one of them's in there. I even have Gale of Darkness XD for GameCube. I have Pokemon Stadium 2. Like every single Pokemon that's ever been released, I own it, and I've beat it. So the only one I haven't bought yet is, well, two that I haven't bought: Detective Pikachu and the Mystery Dungeon games. That series I started on the Game Boy Advance, but it never went further than that for me. My brother bought the one for the what's it called? 3DS, I think. I think it came out on 3DS, and then we have a new one that's now on Switch, but I didn't even want to check it out. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the same. I don't like being the Pokemon. I like being the trainer, I guess. But yeah, I still have my original gold and silver cartridges because I did eventually, when I got my own job, when I was old enough to, saved up money and got the gold version. I got the crystal version. I got all of those on cartridges, the old original cartridges, and they still work. I remember there's the glitch where sometimes the cartridge would like reset if it got shook or something. I had one of those that was like that, and then I fixed it, and now it doesn't do that anymore. Since now I've gotten pretty tech savvy with the cartridges, but who remembers the fun times of pulling out the cartridge in the Nintendo 64 and blowing on those, huh? I don't miss those days. That's the most annoying thing. There is an error with the cartridge. You just pull it out, blow on it, and then it's just fine. It's like, oh, there must have been some dust on the gold. There we go. That was actually one of the funnest games to play, I think, in my opinion, was the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness with the Shadow Pokemon. I kind of wish they would have went further with that. I'm hoping that they'll remake that, or at least make a new, like, edition that leads off of that, because it played off of Colosseum, because Colosseum had a story mode which had its own separate game where you were given an Espeon and an Umbreon, and then in XD Gale of Darkness you just start out with an Eevee, and you get to choose what you evolve it into. And they had the 1 through 100 battle. It was a battle tower, but it wasn't like Battle Tower. You can battle 10 battles, save, and then come back. But each stage was 10 battles, and there's 10 stages, so 10 times 10 is 100 battles. And if you beat all 100, you got a rare Pokemon with a rare hidden ability and a rare moveset, which it didn't normally learn. I chose the Tyranitar, or I got the Tyranitar from the Dew King. That's what his name is, Dew King, because it's duking. You're duking it out, I guess. It's funny. But yeah, I still have that Tyranitar. It's actually in Pokemon Home storage right now. Okay, so it only has 3. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to find the 6 IVs for the mail, so I'm still trying to check all of them before I put them into storage. Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't spelled like that. It was spelled D-U-K-I-N-G. That's the one thing I haven't done in Pokemon, like, yet. is like trying to go for a shiny dex. That's rough. Kudos out there to the people that actually do that. Might be something I look into though, because there's so much to. There's so many Pokemon that you can hatch for shinies. And you can catch them out in the wild too with the catching combo. Yeah, I play Minecraft a lot too. I'm actually thinking about live streaming it tomorrow. I just joined the Sentinels gaming community, and they had their own server as well, or their own realm server like I do, which I still have room for people to join my server. So, and we use mods, so you don't have to worry about downloading any of them though, but because they're already on the server. But just warning you. You've only ever gotten one shiny? Oh, rip. I've gotten several shinies in my games before over the years, but most of them were just legit. I didn't even, wasn't even trying for a shiny. I just ran into it. So I've got the Watchhog. That's shiny. I just randomly encountered him on Gen 3 game or Gen 4 game, whatever gen he was in. I can't remember now. Might have even been Gen 5. I can't remember which gen he's in. Gen 3 through 5 is like very, very foggy in my memory, because those were the years that I was at the end of high school, beginning college, and all that stuff. So you have some, but never encounter one. My best ones are the legendary encounters from the wormholes from Gen 7. That's where I've encountered the most shinies, is from the wormholes. That was like the easiest system. And then the shiny encounter method that they put in Gen 7, where you kept battling out with one Pokemon, you knock it down to 1 HP and make it call in for help. And on like the 30th one, or 40th one, you had like 100 times the chance to find one. That was like the easiest way for me to find shinies, was that way. Yeah, I have that shiny Mew from the Nintendo giveaway too. It's in my Pokemon home. I was telling people, yes, that Mew is shiny. Yes, it's legit. Because that's how I got it. You just gotta pay attention for them events. So yeah, I got that too, Fortnite. Alright, so yeah, I have a lot of the legendary shiny thanks to the Gen 7 wormhole thing. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have any shiny legendaries. And then I got 2 shiny legendaries from the old Gen 2 games. So like my Lugia, because he's one of my favorite legendaries. And there's the shiny Celebi from the Celebi event in the Virtual Console of Crystal, because they allow you to do the shiny, or the Celebi event, which means you can shiny hunt the Celebi in there. All my level 100s are in storage right now because I'm just trying to hatch eggs. I've already beat both games. I'm just waiting for the DLCs on the 17th. But yeah, I'll definitely be live streaming my Minecraft gameplay tomorrow on the Sentinels gaming server. Because I'm waiting for 1.16 on that, the 1.16 update on Minecraft right now for my server. Because I really want to build that pyramid, but I want to build it with the new Blackstone. Yeah, one more spot. Yeah, I remember grinding to level 100. That was terrible back on Gen 1 and Gen 2. It's gotten so much easier over the years. Another 5 perfect IV male. Does this one have a sniper? Torrent. Don't know why. I've hatched several shinies too in Gen 7. That's how I got most of my shiny scissors I got now. The shiny scissor I originally caught in my Gen 2 game, I left on it. Well, I didn't really catch it, I hatched it on it. It took ages. Just the nostalgia, and I don't reset the games after I beat them most generally. The only games I actually reset and replayed over and over again was the Gen 7s. That's just because of the storylines. I liked the Rainbow Rocket ending for those games, the newer games. I want to see Giovanni come back. Oh, did you? I can't say I'm too surprised. Yep, Demo's just lost all face value with its community, and the community itself is basically all that's left is the ones who have spent too much into the game and they don't want to see it go the wayside. But that's the way it's going. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way most MMOs go, or at least they have gone. It is so hard to hatch a female sobble. The sad part is right now I'm just trying to get like one side with 6 IVs on it. Got a male with 5 and I got a female with 4. Be happy to get a female with 5 as well and then try to get a male with 6, but then I'm going to have to trade all of these and try to get a 4-in-1 to increase my chance of shiny even more. So I can actually do the shiny hunting portion. There's only one time when I was trying to get perfect IVs on a Pokemon where I accidentally got shiny before I wanted to. And that was with my Scyther. So far, the only rumors of a new Digimon game out there are the ones for Move Games. They've announced that they're working on a new MMO for Digimon, but I'm not really interested if it's got Move Games or Game King's name on it. And then we have the console game, which is supposed to be for Switch, PlayStation, and I believe Xbox too. Guess we'll have to see if that's true or not. But Digimon Survive. I'd really like to see Cybersleuth, the game designers for Cybersleuth, create another game of that series, but they don't have to continue from the storyline that we got there. Just like actually put us in a digital world, because that crew did a really, really nice job on those games. And those games were so much like so fun and so good at graphics. I bought them on Vita, and then I bought them both on the Switch. So I bought them twice. And both times I bought them when they were on sale, so I mean... The only games that actually come close to that, to the Cybersleuth series, was Dusk and Dawn for DS. They had the most, like, Digivolutions, like, ever out of any games that Digimon's ever released. I think Cybersleuth came in second to that with like 431 or something like that. But the closest announcement date they can give us for that game is December 31st, 2020, which to me means it's going to get pushed even further back, which it was supposed to be released in 2019. They just can't seem to get a game designer to stay with the game because of their rules on their copyrights and all that stuff. They had a good game designer. The original game designers of Fire Emblem, which are huge... Oh, excuse me. Huge Nintendo favorites. they had them first off, or second. I think they were the second game designer to take on the project, and then they couldn't come to an agreement, so they just gave them the game and said, here, good luck, go find somebody else to make your game. So now they've got Witchcraft, the Witchcraft game design team working on it now, and I have no idea what games they've done before. But yeah, they can't seem to hold on to a game designer on the company. I don't know, but that's a bad sign though for any company. And Bandai used to be really good at making games, because like Dragon Ball Z and all of that, they have all those. They ruined Power Rangers. I grew up on Power Rangers, but I never played any of their games, but I heard they ruined Power Rangers for everybody. Every single Pokemon game that's been out there, I've played it, basically, with the exception of Detective Pikachu and the newest versions of Mystery Dungeons. I haven't played any of those. I just recently picked up Minecraft, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't pick it up when it first came out in 2009. I honestly wish I would have picked it up when it first came out, but it just didn't look appealing to me at that time. But now I wish I did, because there was so many... You have so much freedom. You can do whatever you want in the game, and you can even mod it, the Java version. So I mean, it's so fun. And I have put mods on my server now, so I still have 5 spots open for that. So yeah, if there's anybody that wants to join my Minecraft server, just join my Discord and let me know, because I still have 5 spots open on it. But I've played that, played all the Pokemon games like that, and played Minecraft, Digimon World 1, 2, the new Digimon World games that we have now, like Digimon World Next Order, which my brother bought it before I could even get my hands on it, and I saw that they brought the poop thing back from the season 1 of that game, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. He did. He's already beat the game and everything, but it's got a lot of Digivolutions and stuff. It's kind of interesting, but. Yeah, I couldn't get into that one. But I've played the Cyber Sleuth games. I've played Digimon World 4 was actually interesting because it puts you as the Digimon and there was no tamers at all. So that was kind of interesting. Number 5 IV. Does he have? Yes, he does. Cool. Trying to think here. I've played Final Fantasies, Dragon Quest. God, there's so many games I played. Skyrim. Skyrim is one of the probably the ones that everybody's probably played that watches my channel and stuff. On my old channel, I did do a lot of Let's Plays and I did do a lot of videos on Skyrim, but unfortunately ESO does a lot better job, so I just deleted all of them. And then used to play Battle Pirates. That was another MMO, but it got even worse than, believe it or not, Demo. It got even worse than Demo. They basically made it to where if you wanted the newest ship that came out, you had to buy it directly. $50 a ship, and you have to have 5 ships in a fleet. That becomes way too expensive to play. So basically, they just kicked all their players off the game, except for the ones who pay money to play the game. As far as I know, that game's pretty much dead now. There's nobody on YouTube that even covers it anymore, I think. Might be one. But yeah, there's not very many games that I've played, really, to be honest, other than Pokemon. Pokemon's like the one that I've stuck with throughout all the seasons, even the ones I didn't really care for too much. Basically any Super Nintendo game I've played, because I've been a Nintendo fan forever, but the one series I never really liked until just recently was Zelda, or Link, if you want to really get technical, I guess. Don't know why it's named after the princess, which she basically does nothing. My parents are big fans of Zelda, and I never have liked it. They picked up Breath of the Wild and told me to just buy the game and try it, that I would love it because they knew that I loved Skyrim. It is a seriously huge open world game, and it has all the areas that they've released in all of the Zelda games, which is pretty cool. And the game is challenging, and it's awfully a lot of fun, so I definitely recommend that for a first-time Switch game. Breath of the Wild was pretty cool. I can't wait for the number 2 to come out. I think they should have just done a DLC with it instead of doing a number 2, because it's going to be in the same area, but it's whatever. It's their game. They do what they want. They've already got 2 DLCs out for the game anyway, or 3. I think it's 3. But I've beaten that game. I haven't 100%ed the game, but I've beaten the game on that. We're just not having any luck on the IVs on a sobble. It's ridiculous. I'd already have the 6 IVs per, well, at least 5 IVs for both, and have 6 IV pretty shortly for the bug one that I got. I'm 32. A lot of people think I'm like 20 something. It's because I work out a lot. That's why I look so young. Yeah, when Pokemon first came out, the first generation of Pokemon came out, I was 8 years old. And I'm 32 now. So that tells you just about all you need to know about Pokemon right now. The founding generation of Pokemon was 8 years old. Hi, Thala. I think that's how I pronounce that. Thala01. I don't even have a spot open. I do. Thanks for the sub, Thala. It might take it a minute to update up there. I don't know why it's taking forever to update. My widgets are acting weird. I'm working with YouTube support on it. It's like ever since I deleted my old channel and then started my new channel, after their COPPA violation issues that they had, I haven't had any luck with my widgets working at all. My favorite evolution. Ooh, man, that is a tough one. I was dreading the day that somebody would ask me that. It is literally it's going to have to be a tie between Espeon and Umbreon. That was the first time we had Steel and Dark typings released for Pokemon. But, man, Espeon and Umbreon were just like beasts in those games. And still are to this day, really. And the original evolutions, I don't know. Eevee is just one heck of a Pokemon with all the evolutions it can get. And you'd think they would come out with evolutions for the other types. I mean, they came out with a Fairy type evolution, obviously, and Leafeon and Glaceon. I mean, I really can't dog any of the types, and some of them don't get any love at all, and it's kind of sad, but I mean, if I had to pick favorites, it'd have to be a tie between Espeon and Umbreon, just because those two were like almost a must-have in Gen 2. And then they released the Colosseum game for the GameCube, and your starters were Espeon and Umbreon, and you did not realize how deadly of a combination they were in double battles on that game. So, I've always been a fire, psychic, and bug user, so those are my 3 favorite types. Yeah, it's a tough choice for evolutions, because the evolutions. Because they all look amazing, and they're all really, really awesome in their own way. Oops. I totally messed that up. Oh well. What's everyone else's favorite evolution? Considering now we can breed like perfect IV Eevees, like super easy right now. If you've played the Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, you can get the Let's Go Eevee on your games. Wow, only 4. Favorite Gigantamax. That one's kind of rough. I don't know. I kind of miss Mega Evolutions, to be honest. If they had a Gigantamax version of Scizor, then I'd probably be psyched. They do have a Gigantamax version of Charizard, but he basically just looks like a Charizard with flaming wings, and that's it. So he's got a bigger belly. I think the coolest looking one so far is probably Snorlax. Just because of the tree on his belly. That's kind of funny, but I mean, you kind of see that as just being his thing. Because he sleeps all the time, right? So that's like the most unique one that sticks out the most to me is the Snorlax one they released. And then I think the newest one coming up is going to be my favorite is Sobbles. Inteleon's sniper one. That's going to be interesting. And then Rillaboom's got the drum set, the massive drum set, and then the Scorbunny he's going to be standing on the sun basically. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's crazy. I'm sure we're going to get more unique Gigantamaxes too in the future, so no good. Umbreon's your favorite? Yeah, Umbreon could be a beast. That high special defense and defense can be used in very, very particular ways. I will be shiny hunting it. Right now I'm just trying to get perfect IVs. Trying to get 6 for the male and at least 5 for the female. But the females, you only have a 12.5% chance to get a female. So you can see my predicament right now with the female side. It's sexist. That's what it is. But yeah, once I get the perfect IVs, then I'll be shiny hunting for the Sobble with the hidden ability. That's why I'm doing this right now. I've been waiting for the hidden ability ones to come out so I can do this. I thought we weren't going to get them until after the DLCs, but we got them just before the DLCs. All you got to do is download the Pokemon Home app on your phone and connect it to your Pokemon Home on the Switch and trade a Pokemon over from one of the Shield or Sword games, and then it'll give you that as a gift. It'll give you all 3 of the starters with their hidden ability, and they'll all 3 have the perfect nature and the hidden ability that comes with them. The only bad thing is they only have 2 best IVs and the rest are pretty good, which I guess is not too bad, but it's still kind of bad. Oh, favorite legendary. My favorite legendary is actually Lugia. At least from the older games. Probably the top favorite of like all time, though, to be legitimately honest, would have to be Mewtwo. Just because he's like the one we keep coming back to is like one of the most powerful like legendary Pokemon in all of the games. And then with the X and Y Megas, yeah. Rayquaza is another good one, yes. Rayquaza looks completely overpowered with the Mega Evolution. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so, and I got a shiny Rayquaza with the Mega move on him, so he looks legit awesome as the shiny. I was in the middle of shiny hunting another one. I do have the shiny version of Yavatel too. He's another cool one. But to be honest, the new favorite that's coming out here just now, recently, is got to be a tie between the new Articuno and the new Moltres. I mean, they look really sweet, and I can't wait to see their special moves too, and the abilities that they can have. That's going to be really, really sweet. Yeah. Now once I'm done with this stream, I'm going to be trading all these off so I can try to get some foreign versions of Sobble that have some pretty good IVs, I hope. I really hope. Because that'll increase my shiny hunting chance. What's your favorite mythical? Your favorite mythical legendary? Mine's Zerora. Don't know why, I just like the Zerora. Oh yeah, Greninja is definitely my new starter, like final evolution, for sure. Like up until like the Greninja, the fire type was my favorite type to always choose out of all the starters for every single game, up until X and Y. And then it switched to Greninja. I literally wanted that one first off. And then Gen 7, it was the Rowlet, his final stage. If you didn't know this about me, I'm not just like European or anything. I'm also Native American, as they call us here, but I'm Shawnee. I'm part Shawnee. So, in spiritual, the owl is a mythical creature from my family. So, Rowlet sold me on the starter for it just because it looked like an owl. And then, of course, it has the Robin Hood thing going with it with the arrows. So that right there is another one. Keldeo? Yeah, he's a good one. That's the one movie I want to see, though, is the one with, I haven't seen the Pokemon movie with Zerora in it. I want to see it, though. I guess supposedly it has Lugia in it, too. I don't know. That's the one Pokemon movie I have yet to see. I'm willing to bet some of you don't even remember the movie that Pokemon would like most people to forget, and that's the actual second. It's Pokemon the movie Mewtwo Returns. It's the second time that Ash runs into the actual Mewtwo from the first movie, and it was very, very brutal. So I think that's why they basically eliminated it from the try to eliminate it from everyone's memory because of how brutal it was with the abuse on Mewtwo. Because that's basically, that makes probably Peta lovers like super, super angry, I'm sure, with how Mewtwo was treated in that movie. But I used to own that one on DVD until somebody stole it, but I was curious if anybody remembers that one. It's where he had all the clones in him and took them into the crater of a old volcano that's turned into like a paradise, and like nobody could get into it. And then finally some humans accidentally get in there, and then Team Rocket finds out that that's where he's at. And then he completely moves the entire lake onto the inside of the crater and makes everyone that was there forget about him. But the one movie I still haven't seen is The Power of Us, the one with Zorora, but he is my favorite mythical. I always thought he should be an electric and fighting type, too. I don't know why. It just seems that way. So do you like Keldeo's Resolute form more than his regular form, or do you like his regular form more than his Resolute form? I've never learned how to pronounce that one. I think it's Meletta, or Meletta. Is it Meletta? I've seen the movie for that one. I've seen it in the series too. And the first time I got it was from Pokemon 20. Yeah, it's another good one. Anybody a fan of Victini though? That thing can be OP, especially if you got the special one with the moves on it. The blue fire and stuff like that on it. That thing can be really, really overpowered and competitive on YouTube. There's a female with 4. Oh my god. Another female with... I got 2 females in a row, and they both only had 4. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Victini. I think Jirachi's another underrated mythical too. But I mean, you don't really see them much except in the competitive battling circuit on YouTube. If you guys watch like people like A-Drive and Wolf-Click, they do competitive online battles on their own little like setup tournaments on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, I was kind of on the fence about Melmetal until he got his evolution, and then it was like, oh my goodness, it's a tank. That's basically what it is. Like a Meltan on steroids. It's gonna be a while before I get some more eggs, apparently. So yeah, I do like Meltan's evolution, Melmetal. He's pretty cool. The only thing is, you can only get basically 1 because of how many candies they require for that. I hope they change that in the future. I hope they make it to where you can breed him, but I guess he probably won't be breedable. He'll probably be the only one of each one that I get ever because they're mythicals and you can only get them on Pokemon Go. And I'm seriously not a fan of Pokemon Go. Because I lived in a small town, I moved to a larger town, and we have so many stops in like the larger area of the town, but not out where I live, so I can't really play Pokemon Go that much, and it's just... It's hard to find time when your friends and you can go out and do these things together when everybody has different work schedules. That's part of the problem too with that game. So I haven't played it very much. I played it long enough just to get Meltan and Melmetal, so I can complete the Pokedex and keep it up to date for all the other games that get released. Come on, more eggs! So who's your favorite pseudo-legendary? If you know what that is. The new pseudo-legendary we just got is Dragapult, who is kind of cool. But my favorite was Tyranitar, and then we got Hydreigon, and I was like, oh yeah, that's my new guy right there. Pseudo legendaries are ones that they can have the stats of legendaries. They're just not considered legendary Pokemon. So like they are a third form of an evolution line. So like I just said, Hydreigon, Tyranitar, Dragapult is the new one. There's a list of them. Miltonic. You mean Melodic? Melodic, I think, is just a rare evolution. I don't know what Miltonic is. Are you talking about Milotic? I don't think it's a pseudo-legendary. I think it's here, I could pull up a list of the pseudo-legendaries. Just Google it. Pokemon pseudo-legendaries. So the list shows Tyranitar, Goodra, Dragonite, Metagross, Salamence, Hydreigon, and Garchomp. They don't even have Dragapult listed there. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's an updated list. Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross, Garchomp, Hydreigon, Goodra, Kommo-o, and Dragapult. Yeah, Goodra's another good one, too. Like, I almost like every single one of these pseudo-legendaries, but if you have to pick a favorite, it makes it so hard. Garchomp actually is one of my main favorites for that list, because I actually made a legit team to go into like actual Pokemon battles for the actual legit tournaments. And I did make it pretty far. I mean, I made it to 10th place, which is not bad if you think about it in state. So, I mean, it's not bad, but that's when I was in competitive Pokemon. I don't really do competitive Pokemon anymore. I do competitive breeding, but that's about it. Hey, Decidueye! So, yeah, there's that. Okay, let's see if... yeah, Decidueye is actually one of my favorite starters. Okay, so... this is going to be a while to get another female. Female with 5 IVs would be awesome. It is so hard to get the female of a Sobble. 12.5% is too low, Pokemon Corps. Maybe I'll just get lucky after I stop streaming and trade all these guys off for... Yeah, I like shiny both of those too. I haven't got a shiny of Decidueye yet, but I do have a shiny Goodra somewhere in Pokemon Home. I do have his Rowlets. I do have Rowlets with the best stats in the nature and the hidden ability, Long Reach. So I can actually breed for his shiny version on this game. Whenever I get time to do that. So I will do that eventually at some point in time. Basically, my shiny breeding just gets pushed back and back further each time we get a new release of the generation game. So I got a long list of Pokemon I want to get competitive, like, shinies of that are my favorites. I've been trying to do them first and then worry about maybe doing a shiny dex later on, but just having all that time is kind of hard. Only real time I have to sit down and shiny hunt is on the weekends. Have any spots left? No. Oops. Basically, I'm just stuck with a 5 perfect IV male and 4 perfect IV female. So I can get either a 6 IV male or a 5 or 6 IV female. Yeah, the Long Reach. Yeah, I've got one on here with the Long Reach who has perfect IVs, all 6 perfect IVs. I actually have one of each sex, female and male. With the Jolly. It's got the Jolly nature. Because I already have high attack. I'm going to get his speed up there. And they both have long reach. I just need to use them to shiny hunt for the one with the hidden ability long reach on it. I do have shiny protein Greninja. That one took a while, a long while. The thing is, I don't think I could trade him over because he has a move that he can't normally learn on here, or either that or else he just can't be on. Oh, there we got another female. Please have 5 IVs. The luck today sucks so bad. Yesterday I had so much luck. It was ridiculous. Okay, now I have no spots left. It's kind of crazy. We got 3 females pretty much back to back to back. So I guess that's kind of good for 12.5% chance, but my goodness. Oh! I think Manaphy is another underrated Another underrated mythical. And that was one of the hardest ones for me to get, I won't lie. Because Pokemon Ranger on the DS, oh my god. It was ridiculous trying to capture some of those legendaries on there. They kept breaking my stylus. That's why we had the save feature, but I mean still, it was ridiculous trying to get that thing. You had to beat the game in order to get the egg. And then to get it shiny was even more difficult. Oh my god, how many times I had to soft reset or just completely reset Pokemon Ranger and keep getting the egg over and over again until I finally got a shiny. I think I played that game like over 50 times before I finally got the shiny. Because you can't breed, you can breed Manaphy to get Phione, its baby form. Well, it's not even a baby form, it's just another mythical on its own. So it doesn't even evolve into Manaphy. But in order to get the shiny Manaphy, that was the only way. And I could breed for a shiny Phione. But that was ridiculous. That's probably the most ridiculous shiny hunt I had to do, like ever. Oh no. I did it again. I hatched something. There we go. That didn't take very long. And I think the second longest shiny hunt I ever did, besides that Manaphy one, was the Celebi one on Crystal version, Virtual Console Crystal version, because the Celebi event's available in that. And I just did that one recently, and that took over 21,000 some resets. I think it was like 21,147 or something like that. That's how many resets, soft resets I had to do before I actually got it. And that's a lot of resets considering you have to watch every single time the Celebi comes floating down to you and then launches the event so you can tell if it's shiny or not. Because it doesn't show up on it itself on the overworld. Because it's a Gen 2 game. So, yeah. That one took a while. A lot of chair time on that one. A lot of weekends. But I did some YouTube videos on the Virtual Console version for that. To show people how they could do the Celebi event on that one. It's actually not that hard to activate it. So if you wanted the shiny hunt for the Celebi, you could do that legitimately. I can't talk to her to watch another one. But yeah, I definitely like Manaphy. It's another favorite. Mythical. And Heart Stamp can be very, very powerful if used correctly. I believe that's the move that yeah. Anybody watching right now ever got the Ultra Shiny? I still have yet to get an Ultra Shiny. I mean, I still have yet to get a Shiny on these newer versions of the game anyway, period. So I don't count those 2 that I caught during a live stream that other people were inviting me to. Oh, the symbiote one? The golden jellyfish? I got that one shiny. My favorite Ultra Beast? I'd have to say it's a tie between the, oh, what's that? What's the name of the bug one? The bug and fight, the skinny bug and fighting one, not the Buzzwole, but the other one. I can't remember the name of that one. It's it's like the female version of that one, pretty much. It's basically a tie between that one and the Zerkatree. I used to call Zerkatree Jerkatree. That's what I nicknamed it too. Even the shiny one, I called it Jerkatree. Yeah, I can't remember the name of that one, but I'd say that bug and fighting type is one of my favorites. That skinny one. We got 2 more female. Man, we're just actually killing it now on the female side of things. Another 5 IV male. Only 3. 4. Oh. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming out, Muhammad. Yeah, I got about 14 minutes left on the stream before I say adios. Tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming Minecraft, probably on the Sentinels gaming community realms. No, not Kartana. That's the Blade one. That is another good one though. It's the white bug one. Very sleek, skinny bug. It's like the opposite of Buzzwole. It's a bug and fighting. The Kartana is grass and steel. Yeah, that's it. Pheromosa. I couldn't remember the name to save my life. I used to call it, I'd nickname it Gina Carano. If you know who Gina Carano is. One more spot. Basically 2 more. He's actually a really good male. Torrent. Rip. Alright, now I just gotta hatch. So I might be like doing this during the week. And during the time I'm not streaming. Trying to hunt for these perfect IV Pokemon. That way all I gotta do is just do the shiny hunting. And then pray that the ability is the hidden ability. That I hate so much with a passion. I wish there was a like an ability capsule for that too, for like the hidden ability, or some way to guarantee the hidden ability. But I wish just having both parents with the hidden ability meant that it would just be guaranteed to give you the hidden ability. I think it should, but it's not, unfortunately. Is that not Buzzball, but oh, it's the one that eats everything. I can't remember the name of it. Here, let me just bring up the Ultra Beasts. So Ultra Beasts. Guzzlord, right? Is that who you were talking about? Wasn't even right. Is that Guzzlord? Buzzwole is the big red bug and fighting type, the opposite of the Pheromosa. And then we have Poipole. Poipole was one of my favorites from the newer versions. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Dragon and Poison, that was a very unique typing. I loved that. I've got the shiny versions of him too. It's Guzzlord? Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of when you said that. It's like the one that swallows everything, the Glutton. I just loved the Rainbow Rocket episodes on the end of those games. I actually bought 4 versions of the Ultra Sun and Moons. So I got 2 of each, 2 of the Ultra Sun, 2 of the Ultra Moon. Just because I kept playing that over and over again and wanted to reset them all to get the chance to shiny hunt, like double shiny hunt for like the legendaries and stuff like that. And yeah, so I literally loved doing that storyline over and over again just because I love the fact that they brought Giovanni back. That was one of my favorite parts of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, was the Rainbow Rocket. Getting to bite all the old bosses from all the old generations of the game. And then fighting Giovanni himself with the Mega Evolved Mewtwo. I liked having the Mega Evolution and Z Crystals in the mix, because you could literally turn the tide of any battle with. You had two different options to turn the tide of any battle, pretty much. I hope they bring that back. At least Mega Evolution. I like to see Mega Evolution make a comeback. Because there's so much they can do with that. There's so many Pokemon that are underappreciated now with all the new gens that have come out, that they could actually revamp with a Mega Evolution. I think that was the best way for them to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Z Crystals is another way they can do that too, but Z Crystals are supposed to only be usable in the Alola region because you're using the energy from the Tapus, so... Hey, Panda Boy! Let's go ahead and store these other two. There's gonna be a lot of trades tonight on my phone. Just gonna transfer all those that I don't want to keep over to the Pokemon Home, and then use my phone to trade them in massive quantities. Hopefully I can get a bunch of foreign Pokemon to help speed up my shiny hunting process. This is going to be a lot harder than the bug types to get 6 IVs on this guy, I'm afraid. I kind of wish they would have not railroaded us and gave us only 2 perfect IVs on each one of them. Oh, where's this breeding? The daycare? There's one in the wild area. It's going to be easier for me to show you on the map. So let me go to the town map. So this one is on Route 5. That's this right here where our smiley face is. That's where I'm at right now. So you just beat this gym earlier. You should have ridden right past it, right here on Route 5, unless you took the down below section down here, because there is a section to go down below in here. The other one is down below in the wild area right here, where it says Pokemon Nursery, Watt Trader, Digging Duo, Bridgefield, and you can fly there later on once you've been there or passed it up or whatever. But yeah, there's one here and there's one down in the wild area itself. Some people prefer the wild area one. I just prefer this one right here, just so I don't have to deal with all the lag. But yeah, there's 2 daycare areas. Let me put space. So that's another unique thing about the Gen 8 games. There's 2 daycare centers, but you can only, I think you can only breed 2 Pokemon at a time, no matter which one you choose. So they give it to you pretty early in the game, which is really nice. So you have the ability to breed right off the bat. Yeah, no problem. Are you still on your way to the second gym? I need a female with 5 to 6 IVs, please. Stuck with this female that only has 4 IVs on it. Oh, you beat the third one now? I was gonna say you should be able to move quite along pretty fast. I mean, it literally took me like 2 days, 2 of my days off to beat the entire game. Like a day and a half, technically, I guess, to beat the entire game, because there is a long storyline, which you can't skip most of the stuff, but you got to keep in mind it's the very first game they've ever released on a console, besides the ones that they released on GameCube and 64. But it's really not that much gameplay in it compared to the Gen 7, but that's because they're releasing DLCs, because that's the first time ever that they can actually do that, which is really nice. Toughest battle, to be honest, is just going to be the battle with the League Champion and the Legendary battles, basically. Those are the 2 toughest battles, like, period. So, just a heads up on that. But other than that, you shouldn't have any problems. Oh, and the Battle Tower. If you want to get the... you want to get this stat thing where you can actually see your values on your Pokemon like this, you have to beat the singles in the Battle Tower. You have to beat the singles from stage 1 to 5, I believe. Basically, you get to Leon and you have to beat him. And it can be tough, so just keep that in mind. They like to use the protect attack method or protect and status method to beat you, so definitely take 3 Pokemon that are of different types, and that can give you a serious advantage over anything that they would send out for the Battle Tower if you want to get this this thing in here. Oh, I did want to go in there and look at that one. Trying not to give you any spoilers, but at the same time, just trying to help you out, because it was ridiculous. I was live streaming it when I was trying to beat. Excuse me. When I was trying to beat the Battle Tower for the first time, and it was a pain. Yeah, all the viewers, I had like 10 people telling me to use, on Twitch, to use a rental team, because it made it super easy. The rental teams were like broken, I guess, for them, and it made it super easy, but... what do I recommend for that? Well, I don't know, they actually switched the Pokemon around now. The reason why it was so difficult the last time for me was because if you they noticed that the rental teams were broken, so they started using the protect and status method to like defeat people, and it was getting annoying. So, what, rental teams? Well, you'll understand once you get to Battle Tower. I can't really explain it to you unless you get to Battle Tower. It's like the old Battle Tower in like the Crystal version. It's really broken. It's very competitive, but it's not like the competitive that you see nowadays. All I can tell you is just use 3 Pokemon that you think are going to be really, really strong. So, like, make sure they cover each other's weaknesses, but also, like, don't have too many weaknesses to break them down. Leon obviously is going to use the same team Pokemon he has in the final battle, but he'll only have 3 available. But one of them is always going to be Charizard, and he'll always Gigantamax it. Everybody else won't have a Gigantamax, but you will be able to Gigantamax, so just keep that in mind too. Good lord. Oh, you won't have access to the tower till you're at the end of the game. You'll have to completely beat the entire game before you have access to the battle tower. But once you do, definitely beat the singles 1 through 5, so that way you can unlock the ability to see these IVs. Because it helps tremendously, especially if you're a competitive breeder like I am. Alright. Try to get a couple more eggs and hatch a couple more, and then that's probably going to be it. So if you got any more questions, please ask now. It's either that or else I'll share the link to my Discord here in just a second. I gotta pull up the Discord real quick. Let's see, I pinned it. I think he pinned it. Yeah, he pinned it up here. Copy. Alright. So that's the link to the Discord. So if anybody wants to join so they can ask questions on there, they can. Just keep in mind, if I don't answer, I'm either asleep or I'm at work somewhere where I can't, like, talk to you. Because, well, right now, most of my work is going to be done at home for the next couple of weeks, so. Just because I have to, like, self-quarantine because my brother was told to get the test taken, and he has to wait until he gets the results back to find out if he's got COVID or not, because they had somebody at work test positive for it, so it's no fun. Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, it's just people got dumb and went out and partied during the Memorial weekend when they were able to get out in our state. And a lot of people had the virus and didn't know they had the virus and spread it out in the lake area. So obviously people went back to work not thinking about it. And then somebody came forward that, oh, I apparently had the virus and I went to the lake. And so everybody had to get tested, and then they found out that somebody at the plant that he works at had it. And all my family lives under the same roof. So my brother, my mom, my stepdad, we all live in the same roof because obviously it's too expensive to afford like your own house by yourself. So I live in Missouri. We live in the heartland. We actually don't have that big of an outbreak here as they do on where there's big airports and stuff like that, because that's like a hub for like diseases to spread, you know. So it's really no big deal out here, and I work for a hospital, so I mean it's no news to me on what to do with that. I just don't like the test. it grosses me out. Getting something stuffed up my nose that far just it's not convenient. Alright, let's take a look at this one that I just hatched, these two I just hatched, and then that's going to be it, guys. We got a female with 5 IVs, finally. Yes! But does it have... Yes, it has the... Oh, thank God. It has the hidden ability. Alright, so I'm going to switch that out, and then that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the stream. I'm just going to do the rest of this shiny hunting on my own time, I think. Or at least the hunting for the perfect IVs. The shiny hunting might come later. female, please. No. Now I just need to work on 6 IVs for both sides. Eventually. I still need to get one of these to be a foreign one that has like 5 or 6 perfect IVs on it. Because I really don't mind hyper training one stat. It's just like training more than one. Because it takes so long to fish for those bottle caps. And I really hate wasting time doing that. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah. I'm gonna deposit that one. Okay. So now I'm pretty much guaranteed 5 perfect IVs now, which is a good thing. So I'm happy with that for now. Good thing I'm a Pokeneer. Alright, save it. Alright guys, thanks for coming out. Side note, tomorrow I'll be live streaming my Minecraft gameplay, but it'll be on a different server. It's not my realm server, it's not my brother's realm server. My brother's going to wait until the new update comes out, 1.16, before he decides to go and look for a new seed. My map, I'm just going to reset the nether and probably reset the end because we're basically out of stuff in the end too before I start doing more playthroughs and videos on it. But for now, I'm just going to start live streaming it until the 17th probably, or if I'm shiny hunting, I'll probably do that while I'm hatching eggs and stuff. Just FYI. And Guild Wars 2, I'll just be playing it during the week, trying to level my character up to 80 and then go from there on it. Because I'm told it's a lot funner once you get to in-game level. It just takes a while to get there, but I'm enjoying just going through and learning the gameplay anyway. But tomorrow I'm definitely going to be live streaming Minecraft gameplay on the Sentinels Gaming Community server, so come check it out. I've actually already got a villager breeder done. I've got a villager trading outpost done, and I'm just working on getting the villagers trades going and getting a big field going so I can actually harvest a lot of crops and get a lot of emeralds to trade for stuff. And I've already found a lot of diamonds too, so that's a good thing. But I will catch you guys tomorrow on that. Peace out.